Hello! Welcome to the next day of my life, guys. Today I am doing that drama video for you guys. This is going to be taking my junior high years to all the way to high school. And talk about that happened in junior high, and then one of them actually led all the way to freaking high school. Just crazy to me, but you know. Once you start drama, it follows. I have one story too that's going to be in high school. I'm gonna try to keep these stories short and entertaining as possible. So if you are ready for this, thumbs it up already, because I am so nervous to even talk about it. I have never like really been the type where I start drama or anything like that, because that's just not me. Just a disclaimer, I am going to tell you that I don't even know where these people are in their lifetime right now. I don't follow them. The one I am going to talk about in high school, we are mutual with each other. I mean, like, I don't have anything against her. I mean, that was like way back in high school. Like, don't care. I'm just going to talk about it because I think it's like one of those things where it's just a mix up in perspective where each person has a side, right? So I'm just gonna really tell you my side of the story. We're cool now. I mean, it's nothing like harsh between each other, and I'm just doing this because I know it's gonna be entertaining, and I haven't talked about these stories since Nam, so it's been years to bring this up again, so let's get into it. First, I wanted to show you guys my junior high pictures. So first one is going to be 7th grade. So freaking cringy, like, just, it's terrible. Alright, this next one, I don't even know what to say about this one, to be honest. Like, frick, it's so ugly. This one is the 8th grade. Ew. So bad. Look at that smile. I don't even know what to say about that. Alright, so my 9th grade. Ew. So gross. I had to jump out of my chair. I don't know. It just in the... Do you guys think I look the same? I think I do. But I definitely was more tan in this 9th grade one. I don't know. I can't with my hair. Like, my hair is disgusting. And all of them. Yeah, they're all gross. I don't even know what to say. They're just, no. Just freaking no. I need a freaking coffee break again because that was just cringy to even, like, oh my god, I can't believe I even showed you guys those pictures. Anyways, this happened in junior high. Our junior high, it's not like what it is now. It was 7th through 9th. So, I think I was in 9th grade at this time. This one is kind of funny and stupid, like, to be honest with you. It was like the dumbest thing ever to ever happen to me. One day after school, my friend, we're gonna call him Blondie. We rode the same bus together, and there was this other kid, we'll just call him Joe. Joe had one class with me. Blondie over here sat across from me on the bus. Freaking Blondie said something very, like, stupid. I don't remember quite what he said. Joke towards Mexicans. But Joe is on the next seat, 2 seats, like, oh god. They're playing Fortnite, by the way, so you might hear them in the background. I apologize. Joe was like 2 seats down from Blondie. Once Blondie said this, I wasn't paying attention to Blondie. I don't really care what the frick he said to me anyways, half the time. Joe overheard what he said, and I'm Mexican, so if you guys don't know that, yes, I am. So, Joe is Mexican, and so he took that offensive. He looked at me and was like, don't be talking about my people like that, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what? And I just looked at him and was like, what are you talking about? I didn't say anything. And he's like, I heard you. And I was just going back and forth. Blondie over here was quiet, laughing to himself. The next day, people are chattering, like, not like the usual, you know, people saying stuff. A friend of mine came up to me and was like, oh my god, did you hear? I was like, did I hear what? and she was like, people are putting your name out there trying to get you jumped, blah, blah, blah. I was like, what? Yes, Julz was about to get jumped in junior high, like, by Mexicans. And I'm Mexican. Like, I know I'm like whitewashed, but like, come on. I was like, what are you talking about? Kind of like, basically they were like saying just that I was being racist. They didn't know I was Mexican. They thought I was white. I'm like, who said that? And they were like, Joe, from the group, you know? And I was like, oh my god. I'll talk to him. I had that one class with him. And I was like, you know, I did not say that. He's like, yeah, you did. I heard you. And then when I was like, first of all, do I have boy
teenage puberty voice?
Second, I'm like, I'm Mexican. Why would I ever say that? Go on to the next periods. My last class, I had a blondie. So he sat in front of me. He turned around and he was like, did you hear? I was like, yeah, dumb. I did not say that. You did. Now they want to jump me. Thank you. I didn't really think anything of it because it was just like, it's gonna blow over, people are gonna forget about it. But no, the next day, one of the cheer friends came up to me and was like, oh my god, so-and-so is gonna jump you. And I was like, jump me? What? I don't even remember this girl's name, but she was part of that group. She's like, yeah, you know, she came up to me asking for you. I was like, and that's when like it actually scared me, because back then my mentality was like, I just want to get along with everybody, you know, like you try to fit in during junior high. So that was me. So I was like, that like actually scared me back then, because I was just like, I'm gonna get jumped. What? And I'm just like scared, and it was just so bad. I don't know what to think. Like, this is gonna get worse maybe. I don't know if I'm gonna get beat up. I don't know if I'm gonna make it to my first period. Like, that's how like I was thinking back then. Sorry, I'm laughing, but this is just, sorry, talking about it now, just like, what the frick was I thinking? Anyways, this was going on for like 2 weeks in a freaking row. Like, nobody had stopped talking about it, and like this girl still couldn't find who I was, how I looked like it was just ridiculous. To that point I was just like, you know what, no, this is stupid. So I went to the security guard and I was like, yeah, I need to talk to the principal, blah blah blah. And I talked to the principal and I was like, look, I don't know what was said. I said, somebody said on the school bus a joke, and so-and-so Joe took it offensively and now is trying to jump me with his girl group, so I don't know what to do. She's like, well, we're gonna take this seriously. I don't know. Now I think about it, like, I don't know what happened between that, but I think they took care of it in a way of like just talking to the person. The security guard walking me to my class and he was like,
so we thought that Joe is not gonna jump you because he's the guy, so he would get way more in trouble if he did that. So our second move was thinking he's gonna get one of the girls to jump you and part of their group, whatever.
Like, not even joking, guys, like I was so scared, like she was gonna find who I was and try to jump me. And they knew who the girl was because she was like, you know, the alpha. They knew who it was, and so I think they talked to her and they talked to Joe too. And then like, I don't know, it was like the weirdest thing. Like, they ended up being like friends with me like after a week. I was just mutual with them. I really didn't want to be their friends, to be honest with you. Obviously I was mutual with them, and so yeah, that was that story. I almost got jumped. It was crazy. Okay, second one is one I will never forget. I don't know, to be honest. Like this one just is the one that leads all the way to high school. Like, I'm not even joking. We'll take parts and parts of it. So we'll start from junior high part. We'll call this girl, and we'll call her Lacey, I guess. So Lacey and I met in 7th grade. We became really good friends, and then our friendship kind of just like led on to like 8th grade. We became best friends. And in 8th grade, first semester was chill, you know. Second semester, this is when it started. Sometime over this break, this Lacey, okay, was in a relationship, okay, and I mean on and off relationship. And you know, we're kids, like of course there's gonna be breakups, like hello. They were like the couple, they were popular, like everybody loved them. Every girl had a crush on her boyfriend. I'm not gonna like lie and say I didn't, because in 7th grade, oh my god, he was hot. After that, you know, I was over it. Just no, he was just dumb. I don't know what happened during this break. I think it was spring break, I don't know. We got back, right? Everyone's talking about it, saying like, oh, Lacey and so broke up. Not a surprise, you know? I was friends with also this girl. I'm not gonna give her name, but I should now I think about it. She plays a part in this. So we'll call her Jen. She was cool, you know, she was fun. I didn't really hang out with her. Of course, Lacey is like the girl like you want to be friends with because she's popular, blah blah blah, she's pretty. But like overall she was like such a good friend too. I guess like everybody was friends with everyone back then in junior high too. So Jen is the one that said that, you know, they broke up again. I'm not gonna say like in detail maybe what I said, because I honestly don't even remember what I said to Jen. So I think pretty much I was just basically making a comment towards Lacey and her ex, you know? Of course, everyone was thinking it. I was just the one that said it out loud, you know? So I think I bluntly said was like, well, she deserves better, you know? Like, they're always breaking off. It's really no surprise. Oh, I know. Something like, I think I rolled my eyes too when I made the comment back to Jen, because Jen was like, what to me? And I said more. But I know I was very blunt about it, and you know, I just didn't care because everyone was thinking it. I just was you know, just being myself, because I heard people telling me that too. So anyways, I said what I said. Lacey was acting weird around me, and we had the same mutual friends, okay? There was times like where we had classes together and then she wouldn't really talk to me. She kind of ignored me a lot of the times. And like that's when I was like catching on, like something was wrong. I didn't think anything of it. In one class, someone said to me basically that she was mad at me, and I was like, do you know why? And she was like, I don't know. I'll tell you now, because I don't think it's gonna make a difference if I tell you later. The reason why she was mad at me is because someone told her that I was talking crap behind her back. Someone twisted my words, I guess, and that I was telling everyone about it. I just was kind of upset that she would believe somebody else, or that she would believe people saying stuff about me other than coming to me and, you know, being a kid. I can assume she just didn't want to deal with it. I was just like, okay. She wouldn't talk to me. She would ignore me mostly, so. But I kept asking others because like they knew her. Also best friends with her too, so I would just ask them. I was just like going in circles, you know. Then comes summer. Jen was hanging out, I guess, with Lacey. I didn't know this. Jen was messaging me, I think. I don't even remember what the conversation was, but then I ended up bringing it up and I was like, do you know why Lacey's mad at me? Like, I've been trying to talk to her, but do you know why she's mad? She kept saying, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. Like, being very shady about it. She said, I don't know, talk to her. And that's when Lacey messaged me right after Jen, and that's how I knew they were together hanging out that day. But Lacey messaged me. She's like, what do you want? And I messaged her back and I was like, I want to know why you're mad at me. And she said, you know why I'm mad at you? I'm like, kids. Like, no, I don't. That is why I'm messaging you. And she said, you know what you said about me and, you know, her boyfriend back in the day. It was just like, what did I say? Because this is what I said. And I told her what I said, you know, what I'm telling you guys. And she said, that's not what I heard. And well, what did you hear? And she told me, but I told you guys what she thought and what everyone else spread about me through the whole fucking school, like saying that I was spreading rumors about her. Then I told her that's not true, that's not what I said. I was like, who told you that? And she said, Jen. I heard that you were talking. Fueling with rage that somebody would go behind my back and say that behind her back, saying it was me, when also twisting my words just make me look like the bad person.
Oh snap!
I messaged her and I was like, besides her, everyone's telling you something different and it's not true. That is not what I said. Well, I'm sorry, you know, that words were said, but that's not what I said about you. Like, that I already told you what I said about you. And yeah, so I don't know why you're gonna believe others. So right there, she was just gonna believe everybody else and not me. So she kind of just like ended our friendship by replying to me, dot dot dot. And I don't know what I said after that, but she never replied. So, and then like that's when I knew like we were never going to be friends again. Now we're going to 9th grade, but this is another story. 9th grade, I met another girl that became my friend. We'll just call her Honey, because I don't know why that name is just sticking in my head right now. Going to high school, we were just basically best friends for almost like, it was going to be I think 2 years, and after 10th grade, junior year, to give you a backstory so you guys can understand this story, I had a boyfriend back then during high school. I met him through her basically. They lived in the same complex. She invited me. Honestly, I can't tell you like what day this was. I don't know if it was her birthday or something else. I was over at her house and you know, like obviously I want to spend time with her. She goes and tells me, we were like in her room I think, and she was like, you want to go see him? I'm like, no, I'm spending time with you. And she's like, no, it's okay, you know. This is like the stupid thing, like really. I was like, okay. So then we went down, we met up with him. I don't know what happened during this time, but like she ended up going back to her house and I was, you know, still down hanging out. I go back, something was off about her. Then I ended up going home. I'd messaged her right away, telling her, I hope you had a great birthday or whatever it was. I don't even remember what day that was. She just like ignored me. So I knew something was up. So I tried calling her, she didn't answer. And so I messaged her and then she's like, I can't remember what she said. It's such a long time ago too. Like with everything, like I don't remember. She just basically was just saying that, how can you do that? Like you didn't have to be with him that long, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so that's when I was really confused. I just was like, what? And I just said like, what are you talking about? You told me like you were okay with me hanging out with him. I even asked you like if you wanted to, like that's fine. She was acting like it was my fault. I was taking advantage of her. Like how could I ever do that? Blah blah. And that's when I was just like, are you kidding me? Like, are you serious right now? Sucked because you know like I was, you know, I didn't have a lot of friends, so like to have her as my best friend, like it was like, you know, cool. And finally, you know, I felt like, you know, I had someone I can always go to. I had friends, but they were just, you know, high school is high school. You have to stick around with the people you are, you know, cool with. Like how I looked at it. I ended up calling her like a bunch of times because I was like, are you kidding me? Like, why are you mad at me for that? Like it was your idea. So I was so upset. Literally the next day I go and she just ignores me. Our other friend that she hung out with more than me most of the time too, that became her new best friend because just like me, she didn't really have friends. She didn't like be friends with a lot of people. I was just like, okay, whatever, you know? So kind of got over it actually. She apparently heard my voicemails and started laughing at them because someone else told me this because, you know, word gets out. Her and the other friend were laughing at my voicemails, saying how pathetic I sound, how blah blah, and I was just like, are you serious? So I didn't know, but my friend, this friend let me know, and she said that it was messed up of how she reacted, like what she did, blah blah blah, and I was just like, yeah dude, like I don't care because, you know, it's whatever. That's what happened in high school with that ex-best friend of mine. I don't hold grudges, so it's whatever, you know, like high school days. So that was like the drama of that. Now going back to our Lacey and Jen drama story going into high school. She was like the party girl, like I said. She was like, everybody knew her, everybody wanted to be friends with her, everybody wanted to know her, everybody got to know her. Like, she was at every freaking high school party. Going into high school with Lacey and I think during senior year we had one class together. Still, I thought, you know, I would think that she would get over it. And one time she like was like around like my friends and I, and she came up to say hi to everyone, but she did not say hi to me. She didn't even like acknowledge that I was there. She didn't even like do anything really. So yeah, she really just straight up ignored me all through that, you know, through those 2 years, I think, or a year and a half in high school. There was this one time I had a class with, Steven was actually in this class, it's funny. All of us were in like this little like group. And one friend in this English class was friends with the girl that I was friends with or mutual with. She was having a bad day. We had like an alarm like evacuation thing. So we were outside. Lacey moves her way in. Okay, I don't know where she came from. And she's like talking to this girl. I didn't even know they were friends. Like, what's wrong? Blah, blah, blah. This and that. The kid, the guy that I was friends with too. Him and the girl were friends, but him, and then obviously he knew who Lacey was too. Like everyone who doesn't know Lacey. I'm just gonna pretend she's not there either. So I don't know what I said. I said something and she kind of just like ignored me and like, I don't know, gave me a dirty look. I don't even remember. He noticed. What should we call him? We'll call him Mike. Once we got back to our class, he's like, so what's up with you and Lacey? And I was just like, well, she still hasn't gotten over junior high drama. So during that time, like still, she would ignore me. She would not even acknowledge that I was there. Yeah, so she was just kind of just over me and really didn't want to be my friend. Let's move past towards the end of senior year, okay? And I'm talking like 2 months before we graduate. This freaking girl, okay? She dares to even go on my Facebook, okay? Sends me a friend request. And I'm just like, I got this notification and I looked at it and it was from her and I was just like, and I was so confused. Right after I accepted it, I didn't care. She writes me a message real quick and I was like, oh, the most popular girl is writing me a message. I look at this message and the message is like, I'm sorry what happened in 8th grade. I was really mad, I was really upset over her boyfriend at the time, ex-boyfriend. It was stupid. I want to be friends again, so something, I don't even remember to be honest. I was just like, what? I wrote back to her. I said, all right, thanks for that. I really don't even know what I said to her. I just was just like, okay, thanks. Like, I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, and then after that, then she started like acknowledging me. Last semester, senior year, we had that English class together and she acknowledged me. She would say hi to me. She would smile at me. The same way that she would look towards others and be friends towards others, she would be towards me. So there was that. I was friends with her again. I hope you guys enjoyed this drama video. And if you haven't already given it a thumbs up, left or right, pick one. I would really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great day. My next video, I don't know what I'm gonna put up yet, but keep on the lookout on Snapchat, on frickin' Twitch, my streaming if you haven't. Links are below. Comment below which junior high photo was the best because I think all of them are disgusting, but which one? 7th, 8th, or 9th? Stuff is crazy. Stuff was crazy back then for me. Like, we didn't even have social media, so I can only imagine what drama is now to like kids these days. Like, but anyways, I'll see you guys on the next day of my life. Bye!